Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, osia dem yopo.
You are welcome to PENDREAM TV, the only channel that provides you the best in politics. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, and also share for others to watch. Thank you. Your comments are also important to us. You can leave it at the comment section or send us a voice note on the number showing on the screen, which is 0277 128 777. You can do that. If you have anything for us to publish, you can also do the same for our team to meet you on one-on-one discussion. Thank you. Nanayaa Jantuah has also lamented about the behavior of the MPP, saying that she is sad seeing Bawumia wanting to become a president of this country. Without much ado, let's listen to the horse's own mouth.
Alone knows all the things he's saying about MPP, yet he defended them for 7 years. How can a party who built one university, one regional hospital, airport, power plant, or interchange be compared to the one that provided all those infrastructures to Ghanaians, including Solo, to benefit from? Okay, so those are some of the messages. I'll read more. Let me just do this before I get. This is Honorable. Okay, tell Kojo Chumbwafo to tell his auntie to come and account to the Ghanaians the COVID-19 money that was in her possession. Okay, that's quite interesting. That's not exactly factual. This is Hardy in Pig Farm says, by the time Nanayaa and Bawumia government is through with us, we'll appreciate the damage 2016 change and 2020 Nanayaa was done to Mother Ghana. Maybe we'll begin to appreciate why Dr Bawumia shouldn't be allowed one each near presidency.
Talk to his auntie by heart.
Come 2020 or ever again in the future. May Allah save Mother Ghana from the hands of this great loot and share family and friends government. Good morning to Mr. Kojo Chumbwafo. Nana.
Then, I think they said everything, almost everything. What you want to do something? Let me say good morning to your viewers. Good morning to your viewers on Facebook. Greetings to Ghanaians and a very Merry Christmas to everybody. I also send greetings to my friend, the MP for Ablekuma Central, Honorable Abdul Latif Dan, to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, to the leader of the Butterfly Movement for Transformation and Change, and to His Excellency Nanayaa Jantuah. It's so sad that as a leader, I believe he had good intentions, but he didn't get the right people to help him. The problem of Nanayaa is that he equates loyalty to efficiency, and that if somebody is loyal to him, he believes that that person is efficient, and he finds it difficult to let such people go, even when they are letting him down. Yesterday, the first time I saw the disappointment in the General Secretary, my own brother, Justin Kodua Frimpong. I could see he was clearly frustrated at their Thanksgiving when he said that the president should do a reshuffle, and those who think they cannot work should put their tools down. That was a mark of frustration. He is a gentleman, he seldom even speaks. But for him to come out like that, then it seems that there is a crisis in the MPP. Solo said something. He said that the people of Ghana gave us a hung parliament. The people of Ghana did not give us a hung parliament. It was the MPP that gave us a hung parliament. In their bid to rig the elections, it went wrong. And when it went wrong, we got a hung parliament. Because if you have a hung parliament, it's synonymous to the presidential elections. Because in the presidential elections, when there's a hung parliament, it means that we have to go for a runoff. There is no way you have a hung parliament where one party will win. After all, we announced the election 5 times. If any country, if it was in any country, there would have been a rerun. We would have annulled the elections. But for some reason, we did not. When you speak about it, then they will tell you that, oh, we went to court and they couldn't bring pink sheets Of course, NDC is an organized party, and I believe they had pink sheets. But knowing who His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is, I believe because he thought there is no need to rock the boat. But if Solo tells me that Ghana gave this country a hung parliament, it is never true. There is no way you can do an election and there will be a hung parliament without interference. It was interference gone wrong. You see, and they shouldn't try it in 2024. When I was coming, I have friends by the roadside, they speak to me, sometimes I stop. And they said that they are hearing that the MPP said they will do things. I hope not. Well, nobody is going to allow them. This time we will not have a hung parliament. We will have a clear majority in parliament. We are not going to allow this manipulation where the results will be announced 5 times, 6 times. No. We want to, even if it's announced 1.5 times, we will annul everything and go for a rerun, a re-election. You see, they've taken us for granted. Why? I'm coming to the SML. It shows how they disrespect us. I worked in the public service for 27 good years. I started as a very young girl, very young. Immediately after university, I got a job. And never have I heard that a public servant want to stand on the ticket of a political party and still want to maintain his position. The code of conduct and the constitution even is clear that a public servant cannot be involved in open direct politics. And this is somebody, the Controller and Accountant General, who wants to be a member of parliament for MPP and still want to keep his position. You see, that is why you remember the unions were asking for a neutrality allowance. An allowance that suggests that if I am neutral, I cannot go into politics, then you have to compensate me. That was the basis of it. Then now, the MPP, they are even defending this. That if he wants to stand there, how can you do that? That alone is dishonesty, is disingenuous. You see, Senna, sometimes it is sad. You know Satan. Everybody knows Satan is mischievous. But Satan, I believe, is even impressed with the mischievous strategies of the MPP. Satan, with all his mischief and his evil, he himself is impressed. Because the way they go about things, you wonder. I did a calculation of a 1 year SMLD, 288 million Ghana cedis, translating into $24 million a year for a company that does not exist. A company that does not do, it is sad. You see, the issue of Amishadai, who is a Baptist, First or not Baptist, and Deacon Soti. We are trained as Baptists. I am a member of the Calvary Baptist Church, of which Deacon Soti was my deacon. He became the Controller and Accountant General, and very astute person. You see, the MPP can even turn the mind of Jesus Christ if he is not careful. Their mischief, they can even turn Jesus Christ if Jesus Christ is not careful. Deacon Soti is a man, a straightforward man. Look at what they have done to him. When you look at the video, he was totally lost about the doings of SML. He thought he was doing a genuine job. He thought he was helping Ghana. He was called in to help. And he came in and helped. This is a Christian that they have brought this low. They don't care. But they built a cathedral, God's cathedral. They have dug a hole, it's 339 million. They have chopped. They don't care about God. Even God, the creator, they don't care about him. They can do anything against him. They can name his name and the name of building a cathedral. They've chopped money. They are there. Yesterday, the meeting, the Thanksgiving service I watched on TV, it was abysmal performance, abysmal attendance, sorry. And I was so mortified when His Excellency Bawumia came and said that prices are going down. Prices are going down. Look, inflation they say is 26%. Food inflation is 32%. Yes, on the paper it has gone down. But my brother, I am telling you, yesterday I was in Medina Market. Because of everything I'm doing, I've left my house empty a bit. So yesterday, with Christmas and everything, my family is in town. My niece and nephew has come from Canada. My nephew Timmy has come from the UK. They are around, and I want to do something small as family. I went to the market. I am telling you, I ran away. All the money in my bag got finished. And what made me go bonkers was the fact that a bucket of tomatoes was 150 Ghana cedis. When I said, the lady told me that, Madam, but tomato is not grown in Ghana. So if we, as we sit here, planting for food and jobs, whatever, and we are getting tomatoes from abroad, and a bucket of tomato is 150 Ghana cedis. Can you imagine? And His Excellency Bawumia says that the prices are going down. Cement, how many people use cement? You only use cement if the price of cement has gone down when you are going to build. When you are privileged, like his people are privileged and bought government lands at Laboni and they are building. They are building apartments. When the land belongs to Ghanaians, when the land belongs to public servants, they have taken it. They have annexed those lands. And I'm saying that whichever government comes after, whether it is the Butterfly or the NDC, they should collect all those lands from them. Because it is for government. When Kwame Nkrumah negotiated for those lands were meant to be for public servants. And government has come after government. Nobody has sold those places. For 63 years, those houses have been there. Today, go and see in Laboni, First Laboni Street, they have broken down the houses. They are building. C16, C17, C18, it is down. D10, D12, it is all down. Those houses are meant as a legacy for Ghanaians. They have sold it and they built apartments. They are just cleaning the money that they have stolen. I heard Kojo saying that, no, it was my brother, this thing, Solo, who said that, what is his name? My Dickin, Soti, should refund the money. He doesn't know anything about it. Because the man himself was just confused. They have used him to do whatever they want to do. They should rather ask Enoforiata to refund that money, and also the money that he got as a book runner, $154 million for the loans he took on the market. He should also refund it to support the economy. Why should we be the ones to suffer, as Kojo said? He should refund it all. We will make him refund it. But me, I blame the minority in parliament. They have brought us here. If they had taken Ken out, we will not be in this situation. Look, yesterday I was just mortified. Money in my bag got finished. Medina Market, everything got finished. Me cry, I tried. Somebody helped me out yesterday. Because I'm the last born, so I did solely amongst my siblings. We have become beggars. We have become beggars. I'm telling you. This is what they do. They have all manner of vehicles to siphon money from us. Who hasn't heard about Guyana? That I've heard they have a whole street named after them. What he is saying, me, I have heard it. I don't know how far it's true, but he has heard, I have heard. So it is worth investigating. I think that private citizens who have the capacity should take a trip to Guyana to find out. But if the president in Guyana is allowing money to be siphoned into his country, I believe Guyana is an African country, a Caribbean. Yes. If they can allow money to be siphoned without questioning, then they should also be questioned. The president of Guyana should be questioned if truly it is true that our money is being siphoned to invest in Guyana. That is unfortunate. That is sorrowful. That is, I mean, I do not even can find the words to describe that kind of a phenomenon. So they don't respect us. So they think Ghana is baller. Ghana is rubbish, that they cannot invest the money here. Because you see, because the money is no good money, they have to go and hide it. But you can hide from yourself. You can hide from your siblings. You can hide from your countrymen, but you cannot hide from God. When Anadu was coming, he said the battle is the Lord. The 2024 elections, that battle is not only for the Lord, it's also for all the legions in heaven. The Lord will not fight that battle. He will deploy all his legions of angels to come and fight that battle. You see, sometimes this government, they should go back and look at 208. You see, when God is speaking, you can do whatever it is. All your systems will break down. In 208, I will never forget, we had elections, three elections. And nobody thought that His Excellency Atamils will win. But because it has been ordained that he will win, he won. So all the machinations, all the mechanisms, all the tools, all the softwares, I am promising you that they will fail. And I am telling the MPP that it will fail. Because with this kind of thievery, I mean, normally I don't talk about issues concerning corruption. Because proving it is not sometimes easy. But for this to happen, we put in place a company that does not exist. You see, to go into the substantive matter, there are 3 regulators, one for upstream, one for downstream, one for minerals. Are you telling me that they are not capable to put in place a mechanism to measure the flow of revenue for taxes to be taken? Are you telling me that GRA themselves cannot do that? GRA, it is so sad that they have put the Baptist people in this situation, because even the GRA, their press release even exposes them. It exposes them. I thought they were going to say there is no company like SML. They said there is a company, but it is the contract is 5 years. Yes, before their workers were using dipsticks. Now they are using, the SML is using sensors. They went on and on and on and on, load of I don't even want to use the word I'm a lady, because it is load of things that are inconsequential.
Yes.
Incoherent. It does not even make sense, and it is sad that it is coming from my Baptist people. You see, we need to be very careful. You see, the reason why this country is like this, because the people, they don't have good karma. If you go and associate with MPP, you are in trouble. You see how right now Alan has left them, how he's flowing, before they put him in a bashel and put him down. If you associate yourself with them, you are in huge trouble. Because nothing good comes out of them. For the past 7 years, what has come out of them? And I'm surprised my brother Kojo here is saying that we should talk to them and they should change. How can you ever score a goal in injury time? How can you score a goal in injury time?
It's been happening.
Oh, please, injury time. This thing. The supporters are tired. They've been cheering you on and they are tired. The linesman is tired. He's been running up and that. The referee is confused. The coach doesn't know what is going on. So you can't score a goal in injury time. At this injury time, we have about 5 days to 1st January 2024. Then time is up. What goal can you were given 90 minutes to play, extra time. Then injury time, you want to score goal. Nobody should say we should talk to them. We should leave them because it is injury time. Time was soon. Their time is up. They use the 7 years to amass wealth and look after themselves. You see, when Nanado said that Yetisika should never come there, and he was talking about his own family. He wasn't talking about Ghana. Because if he was really talking about Ghana, he would have unearthed the wealth for us to enjoy. Because the wealth in Ghana is for us, the Ghanaians. Food, shelter, clothing. When you go to the book of Ezra, This is what God says, that human beings need these 3 things, even in the Bible. Nanayaa doesn't care, and his people. It is, I don't know what they have done to him, because typically Nanayaa as a person that I know, if somebody doesn't know, it's not what we are seeing, unless that he hid a certain side of himself. I'm serious. Oh, somebody who did kumiprekum, somebody who stood against a champion. He did all the demonstrations that, for the good of Ghana. Today he's in the seat, we are seeing something else. So I will say that age is not a good denominator of kinship, because it is possible his age is not helping. Because apart from that, I do not know exactly what is going on. So I don't know what is going on. Because look at how bad, you see, the only thing that this party, this government will talk about, immediately you speak, they say free SHS. Meanwhile, the free SHS, which is even a good program, is not being implemented properly. So look at this amount of money. 4 million Ghana cedis made Kolebu close down the dialysis center. 4 million. About 22 people died. And Ken Oforiatta was what? Paying such an amount of money to a company that does not exist. Ghanaians, we are not angry enough. We should be able to tell this government in their face that they should pack and leave. And I am so sad when I see somebody like His Excellency Dr. Bawumia wanting to come back to be the president of. Maybe he's just playing. It is a joke. He's playing. It's a game. It's not something that he's serious about. Because anybody with a conscience of integrity, seeing where this country is today, would not even think about coming to be president over what? Over a dilapidated nation. A nation that has lost its soul. Such a great nation. Over what? They came to just amass wealth, and as if they have gagged everybody, as if nobody is able to speak, as if they've put duct tape on our lips. And when you speak, they either designate you as NDC, or designate you as evil, or designate you as somebody who is even mad. Because you see, they are princes and princesses. So when they do something wrong, we should not talk about it. You see, that every time I walk around and I am told, Nanayaa, be careful. If you are not careful, you'll be shot. I've heard it so many times. But I tell the people that I have a living God who protects me with his army of angels. And at the end of the day, whatever it is, the truth must be told. Because they cannot do this. Senna, this is not allowed. Why? Now we have inflation 26%, food inflation 32%. Meanwhile, it does not support the reality because you want to manipulate the system to get your IMF money. You see, we don't even have the credibility to borrow. It is sad. We don't even have the credibility to borrow. At the time that the IMF should bring us our second tranche, they are now going to meet on us. The board is meeting in January the 11th over whether they should give us the money or not. Why? Because this government cannot be prudent. Look, if this government was prudent, we needn't go to IMF. When they came, they said that, this NDC has gone to IMF. Look, we are paying one of the highest tariffs this nation has ever put in place. When I was in PRC, they said the tariffs that we had was so high. But today, we are paying one of the highest tariffs. We are paying one of the highest tariffs, my dear, in this country. Compute what you have. Me, I know what I'm talking about. I'm computing what I have today, matching it against the exchange rate and what was being paid before. But you see, the sad thing is that as people spoke about His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, today everybody is quiet. And that is unfair. And I'll say it and I'll say it again. Because one thing that I do not like in my life is unfairness. And you see, the NDC themselves, they don't know what they are doing, because the way the MPP was on them offered them a stiff opposition. 2012, 2013 to 2016, they are not doing the same. In Parliament, they are just there. And I do not know why they are not offering the same kind of opposition. Because today, it is worse than what it was before. Yesterday, I saw the minority in Parliament saying that they should bring the SML to the Finance Committee for them to investigate. Good. But what is their track record? Anything that Parliament investigates ends nowhere. They took, what is his name? Ken Oforiatta Honorable to Parliament to investigate him. That ad hoc committee, what happened to it? Then Konkonsa tape, what is it? IGP, what is the end? And now they are going to investigate. So their track record itself does not allow us to trust the outcome of this. And I hope this time, as Honorable Ato Forsen has said, I hope this time they are going to do some good work to unearth and get to the bottom of this. Because you see, whoever is going to take over this country in 2024, I pity that person. But we shall overcome. It is not going to be easy. The road will be muddy and rough, but we will get there. Heaven knows that we will get there. Because what is happening now the money has just been squandered. And I am just surprised that this government can do what they have done. They have opened their mouths like a cobra. And anything that is Ghana, any resource that is for this country, they swallow it. You talk about Galamsey, they are there. The Galamsey in this nation, it is only the Chinese that are arrested. What about the Ghanaians? What about the Ghanaians? You have institutions that you don't want the institutions to work. These regulators who have been mandated by law to work in the upstream, downstream, the mineral extractive sector, they are there. Then you form another analogous company and say that they are working better than your regulators. So now where can you say that? Institutions that have been mandated, that have been resourced, that they have found people, employed experts, engineers, experts to work, and they are paid. You are saying they cannot do their work, so you go and form another organization to do their work for them. It is incongruous and it is sad. To end, I want Kojo to know that the place at Free Zones, I was very instrumental in acquiring it for them when I was a staff there. So when I pass by and I see what he turned it into, I become very happy. But unfortunate, as things happen, MPP never appreciate what Ghanaians do. They are so inward looking. It is all about themselves. It's not about any. You see, the fact that you are Ghanaian does not mean anything to them. The only thing that they are interested in, it is their cabal. It is their group. It is them. But whatever they do does not work. Because I say, even Kwekwa Nancy, the fable, the story of Kwekwa Nancy, who took wisdom, carried it in a pot and put it in front of him. And as he was climbing the tree, his daughter in Tekuma told him that, Daddy, don't you think you should put this at your back? Even one iota of wisdom was left out of the pot. These people, then, they don't consult. No stakeholder consultations, nothing. We did, and they are always doing things Nicodemously. We did not even hear about this company. They didn't even mention it anywhere till the Fourth Estate brought it out. They didn't mention it. For instance, if as a nation, if you have employed the services of a company like this to help us get revenue, it is good, us get the right taxes. You won't tell anybody. Because this nation belongs to you, because it is for your father. Because I mean, it is part of your property. You decide to do things without consulting us. The constitution of this nation says that sovereignty lies in the hands of Ghanaians, and we have employed them. They should start learning to be servant leaders in the future, not now. Now their time is up. They can do anything. You see, they can even go and bring the whole FBI machine, everything. They should bring the best software for cheating. They will lose. They will lose. Their time is up. They will lose. They shouldn't even think about trying to rig this election. They are going straight and simple. There's no way Ghana is going to allow them to sit here and cheat us and misbehave like this. We have the young people in this country who are unemployed. We have our nurses and doctors doing work in hospitals abroad. When you go and see the kind of work they are doing, it is sad. But because we cannot employ them, today you can give a company 24 million Ghana cedis when our nurses have finished school and they are sitting at home. When young people have finished school and they are sitting at home. And we are building industries in Guyana. Not thinking about the unemployed youth. They don't even think about us. I am urging all Ghanaians that 2024, come December 7, by this time Ghana should be celebrating that we have taken away the rule of the oppressor, of which our national anthem enjoins us. That we should resist the rule of the oppressor. Those days, the rule of the oppressor was the colonial rule. Today, it is what this MPP is taking us to: subjugation and poverty. Disease that cannot be looked at. I mean, bad infrastructure, bad roads. Look, even in Accra here, I'm telling you, if you drive around a lot like I do, you are destroying your car, your shocks. Your car will be destroyed in no time because the roads are bad. And you carry 24 million Ghana a month. And you give it to somebody. We don't know where this money is. God only knows what other thing that they have done. God only knows. We want more fourth estate exposés so that they are exposed. And those who are aiding them, are they not Ghanaians? So now, don't they love this nation? They don't love Ghana. This is our own Ghana. So now, it is so sad when you travel and you find some of these people sitting in cars, buses, London, 4 a.m. They are going to work. Do you think that if there were jobs for us, do you think that if everything is okay, who will go out there to go and work and do some of the things they are doing? Bathing corpses. Doing all manner of... Look, I met a doctor in a hospital in London. A medical doctor who was a care assistant. A medical doctor who was a care assistant. Can you imagine? A medical doctor. Somebody I know. A medical doctor who was a care assistant. There's a story of another doctor who was on a team. And there was an issue and he attended to it. And the Indian consultant on the team, he was a care assistant on the team. The Indian doctor asked him that how could he do what he did if he was just an ordinary care assistant? He was afraid to tell the Indian doctor that he is a medical doctor. Eventually, the man probed and found out that this was a qualified medical doctor who was even a resident in Ghana. You carry money and you just dissipate it. $154 million is your fee for book running. The conflict of interest matter that went to Parliament. Parliament did not deal with it. And so they have taken us for granted. Because our watchers are asleep. Parliament is asleep. Because if they took Honorable Kenoforiata on the 154 million, he couldn't have had the confidence, the bravery, the courage, the temerity to do what he's doing with this one. For me, I even thought that when Alan left, His Excellency Nanayaa Jantuah would have moved him to the Ministry of Trade. But no, Nanayaa always equates loyalty to efficiency. But in politics, loyalty is key. But you do not joke with efficiency. Because even if your enemy is efficient, it is better you use your enemy to achieve results than to put your loyal person in a position that he is a square peg sitting in a round hole. Thank you, Senna.
Thank you, Nana. Thank you very much. Let me do a few messages. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll talk elections. Now, from Hohoi says, and there's this saying that goes: the only honest person is the one who does not have the opportunity. We're deceived to believe that the president is incorruptible, but when he got to the opportunity, his real character has manifested. The most corrupt president ever seen. That's Na from Hawaii who sent that. Thank you very much. Okay, so this one says, Senna, I want to draw attention to we construction workers. We are suffering. No more construction in this country. We cannot pay our kids' fees. Why? Kofi sent that. Kofi, thank you very much for that message. And then there's Kojo Sachin Brekum who says, and I thank you and your panelists, including even Solo. Dr Bawumia wanting to be a president isn't his ideal. Isn't his idea. I believe it is the idea of the Achim Mafia. Otherwise, he will be the greatest scam in history. Please, Guyana is the northern part of North America. Okay. It has a border with Venezuela. Thank you. Thank you very much, Kojo Sachi, on that one. Alaska Intechiman says the MPP is always preaching virtue and practicing vice. Where are their so-called men? And Ghana is now collapsing. Women will not even do this. Well, that's Alaska. Well, Alaska. Your statement is vexatious. Ben sent this from Medina. Says MPP and Anado skewed the law to do evil, and I pray that the next government must also skew the law to imprison the members of the government when they leave power, because when they are arrested, they will use the law to defend themselves. Ben, thank you for that message. Prince from Kaswa is also sending this. I can't figure the number of times the MPP government wants to involve themselves in scandals. We are even tired of the number of scandals they have committed since they came to power. One beautiful thing about them is that they don't give a hoot about what they do. The more we complain, the more they do. They do things with careless abandon. What they have forgotten is that even the Lord Jesus died on the cross. Thank you for that message. Just once a Senna, tell Nana that she's a very good communicator. She should join NDC. And then the person first said, I think that's the construction worker who came back with that one. This one says, good morning. In fact, the lady has been facing facts. She's super, speaking the truth and nothing but the plain truth. You've spoken for Ghanaians. We thank you sincerely. Tommy Sender from Adisado in Cape Coast. Adisado, Cape Coast. Thank you very much for that message. There's Sanko in Santa Maria who sent a couple of messages. Okay. Let me see. People who pretend to be what they are not and lie their way to get what they don't deserve will end up swimming in a sea of scandals. I have been saying that this UPMPP tradition are the cause of retrogression of this country, which is started by overthrowing Dr. Nkrumah's CPP government. Asanko sent that from Santa Maria. I just tried to find the last two you sent and read it because he sent a couple many. Then this one says Pan-African television. This Akufo-Addo's government is even worse than the devil's Babylon and Nebuchadnezzar government, full of criminal guns. Says unfortunately the opposition in parliament is either dead or seems not to care. Integrity is lost in Ghana. I think the laws must seriously deal with these people to serve as a deterrent to all. Francis, thank you for that message. There are many more that I have to go through, but we have to take a break. When we come back, we are talking about election fallouts from.
Thank you for watching. We really appreciate your time. Remember to subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, and also share for others to watch. Thank you.